Welcome, friends and family, to another Sunday morning session of Blues Hockey here from the River's Edge in beautiful downtown Davenport. Today we feature the Quad City Blues JV going up against the Waterloo Warriors JV. If you missed yesterday's game, an exciting game, which came down to a shootout, the Blues JV clinched the sixth and final spot for the playoffs for state. So next Thursday, I believe, don't quote me on that, I'd have to double check. I forgot my glasses again. Blues JV will be in Des Moines for the opening round of the playoffs. So this is the final game of the season. It's mostly for bragging rights today, but we expect to see some exciting, hard-played, hard-hitting action. So stick around, and then following that, we'll have the varsity game for their final game of the season. But before we get going, I'd like to take a few minutes to say thank you for tuning in. Those of you that have tuned in, or those of you that have gone back and watched the replay of the streams throughout the season. It was my pleasure to bring this to you. I'd like to thank the players first for giving us the entertainment and enjoyment of watching some hockey. I'd like to thank the coaching staff of the Blues for all their time and effort, making it to the rink, putting on practices, developing the players. I'd like to thank my camera operators throughout the season. First, Brian Starr, my wife, Lisa, who's helped out, my son, Rory, who's helping out right now, and my other son, Blue, who, when in town, I forced to take over camera duties when there was nobody available. So I'd like to thank them. And mostly I'd like to thank the parents of the players. Without their effort and financial backing, this would not be available. They also volunteer in many roles behind the scenes: team manager, high school director, volunteer to do such a thankless task as scorekeeper, scoreboard, penalty box. Thank you for all the parents that volunteer and put their time in for those positions so we can sit back and enjoy some high school hockey. So we'll be starting up here in just a few minutes. We'll have the warm-up, and then we'll have the opening face-off. So stick around and enjoy the final games of the season for your Quad City Blues. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, we're ready for the opening face-off. Both teams have their starting lineups heading out. For the Blues, it looks like it's Blanc, Price, and Mendoza. Max Smith banged up his shoulder in the varsity game yesterday, so I talked to him earlier. He's going to be out to rest it up for the playoffs, which is a smart move. This game has no implications for playoffs. It's just bragging rights today, so no need for Max to be in the lineup. Then looks like we have Waterman and Sicheski back on defense. So we have a little issue with the Waterloo net. The linesman inspecting it, giving the okay. And apparently they're having to lace up the Blues net. So why not? What a way to start the last game of the season with net repairs. Gavin Barr gets the nod. He'll be starting in the crease for the Blues. Just when you think things are ready to go, there's a delay. I couldn't tell you if there's a hole in the net. Wouldn't want to be a referee. Apparently, you have to do triple duty. You have to ref a game. At times, you have to be ice maintenance, and apparently now you have to maintain the nets. So, as the refereeing crew is over there lacing up one side of the net for the Blues, we patiently wait for the start of the game. All right, the referee gives a thumbs up. Both teams head to center ice for the face-off. Again, Blanc in for the face-off. Mendoza to the right. Price to his left. Waterman and Sicheski back for defense. There's the whistle. Drop of the puck. The Warriors win it. Come away with it. Send it up the boards. Just out of the reach of Waterman. It'll go the length of the ice. No icing. Battled for in the corner. Flicked out. Waterloo picks it up. Little self-pass off the boards, then sent behind the net. Blanc sends it up. It bounces strangely off the glass. Mendoza chips it out. Price tries to send it in. It's off some skates, but Blunk forechecking disrupts the play. Finally, the Warriors send it out. Sajeski sends it right back in. The Blues head for a change. Blunk in on the forecheck. The Warriors up the near boards. Puck squirts out of the zone. Munsterman sends it in. Brock Carroll in on the forecheck in the corner. Can't keep it pinned in, but up to the point. There's a shot off some skates from Drissel. Chipped up in the air, comes down. Cutcomp keeps it down in the corner. Sent around, Munsterman can't get his stick on it, and it pops over the stick of Gunnar Carroll. But he chips it in off his brother Brock, and that's offside. So we'll have a stoppage in the face-off in the neutral zone right in front of the Warrior bench. So the Blues send out Alexander, Karsten to the right, Pruitt to his left, Carroll and Cutcomp back on D. There's a drop of the puck. It's kicked back to Cutcomp. Cutcomp patiently waits, chips it up to Pruitt. Pruitt can't get it in. It's chipped behind the Blues, and there's a foot race. Gunnar Carroll gets to it, pokes it to the corner, comes away with it, sends it high up into his own bench. So we'll have a face-off back in the Blues end to the left of Barr. There's the whistle. Drop of the puck. The Warriors come away with it. Behind the Blues net they go. Gunnar Carroll on the puck carrier. Battle for behind the net. Nobody comes over there. Alexander chips it around. It's picked up by the Warriors and set back to the opposite corner. Up to the point. Hard shot. Blocker save. Sent to the corner. Back up to the point. Karsten intercepts it. But he can't get it around the Warrior player, and it's fired back into the Blues end. Gunnar over on it. Ties it up along the boards. Backhands it. Never gets out. Cutcomp. First tries off some skates. Alexander's centering pass is intercepted. Gunnar Carroll runs his man off the puck. Fires it down. It's collected by the Warriors in their own end. A hard centering pass. Deflects off a stick, goes all the way up behind the net. Cutcomp can't control it. Finally, it's put in front of the crease and sent up and out by Spector. Slap back in. Guile checks wisely to see if his replacement's on the bench before he plays it. It's fired in. Plays offside. Place. Sends it in. Beckwith on the forecheck. Hammered around by the Warriors. Picked up. No, it's out of the zone. Spector picks it up, circles, looks, sends it over to Guile, just off his stick. Guile slaps at it, gets it out, but it's off some skates and back in. Spector picks it up, heads in the zone, gets it deeper. Munsterman, it's off his skate, towards the net, across the crease. Price couldn't get his stick down in time. Warriors send it up to the point. Spector sends it in on net. It's blocked down by a stick or two. Sent to the corner. The Warriors pick it up. Blues changing behind the play. Sent down the ice. That'll be icing. So face-off coming up to the right of the Warriors goalie. Blunk in for the faceoff. Mendoza to his right and Price to his left. Waterman and Sacheski back on defense. There was a whistle on the faceoff. We'll do it again. The Warriors come away with it. Carry it out of the zone. Waterman picks it up, but he has it knocked off his stick. It's at the blue line, sent in wide of the net. To the fireboards, up to the points. Waterloo sends it up high over the net. Waterman picks it up behind the net. Blunk takes it from him. Cross ice pass. Price collects it. Circles. He's tripped. There'll be a penalty. So the Blues will go on the first power play of the game at 11:01 to go in the first. Score 0-0. Blues on the power play. Face off to the right of the Waterloo goalie. Drissel, Munsterman, Brock Carroll out there with Gunnar Carroll and Spector for D. There's the drop of the puck. It's tied up in the faceoff dot. Comes up to Carroll. Gunnar throws it on net just wide. Waterloo tries to clear it out, but it's off a Blues player. It does squirt out. Gunnar picks it up. Passes to his brother Brock. He can't control it. Finally, he collects. Sends it over to Drissel. Drissel across the red line. Pulls up. Sends it to Gunnar. Gunnar gets in. Sends it down to the goal line. Drissel in on it. Brock picks up the loose puck. Sends it back to Drissel. Drissel has behind the net. His pass doesn't make it. It's intercepted and cleared by the Warriors. Bauer comes out, slows it down. 10:22 to go in the first period. 1:20 left on the power play. Spector sends it up to Brock Carroll. Brock fires it in deep. The Blues forecheck, but can't get to it in time. Waterman just off the bench. Couldn't keep it in. He sends it across to Gunnar Carroll. Gunnar sends it in off the boards, and the Warriors fire it down the ice. 55 seconds to go on the power play. The Blues yet to register a shot on net. Waterman carries it out across the red line, across the blue line, onside shot on net. It's in the goalie's gear. He's not sure where. Up there it is. So we'll have a face-off with 40 seconds to go in the power play to the right or to the left of the Waterloo goalie. So Blanc with Mendoza and Price. Waterman, Sacheski, the D pair. Mendoza gets it back to Waterman. Waterman looks, shoots on net. Blanc trying to get a tip. And the goalie makes the save. .34 seconds on the power play. Blanc wins it back to Waterman. Waterman, patient with the puck. Sends it down to Price. Price can't control it. It's off his stick. The Warriors collect it in the slot. Waterman gloves it down at the blue line. Recoils in neutral ice. It's knocked off his stick. Price comes back, disrupts the Waterloo play. Sacheski has to skate back in his own end, pick it up. Goes behind the net. Sets up. 10 seconds to go in the power play. DDD pass. Sacheski sends it center ice. It misses Blanc, but Waterman picks it up. And he's out across the red line. He sends it in, but it hits Blanc. Barely gets in. And I believe they say it was offside. Which it might have been. Blanc, I think, was in the zone when the puck hit him. So the Blues send out Alexander with Karsten on the right and Pruitt on the left. It's one to Pruitt, but it's in his skates. He can't control. It's knocked out of the zone. Karsten sends it into the skates of Alexander. He can't control it. Finally, back in the zone it goes. Gunnar Carroll picks it up. He's across the blue line. His shot's off the skates of a Warrior player. Pruitt back behind the net. He can't get to it. Alexander overskates the puck, and it's flipped out. Cutcomp picks it up, sends it over to Gunnar. It's over his stick, and now it's a foot race. The Warriors back behind the Blues net. Up the boards they come, drop it off at the point. Shot well wide of the net. Pruitt over on the board, gets a stick on it, but it's knocked off his stick. Cutcomp jumps up on the play. Pruitt. And it's finally sent out of the zone. It's off the boards and chipped in. Gunnar gets it out of the zone. So there'll be a penalty. Slashing. Number 19 on the Warriors. He got knocked down by Gunnar Carroll and then retaliated with a slash while he was on his knees. The official saw it. He wants to have his day in court. He believes he's innocent. But it was on film. So the Blues on another power play. Let's see if they can capitalize this time. Their first power play stalled a little bit to start and then generated some opportunities, but none got by the goaltender. So Blanc out there with Mendoza and Price, Waterman and Sacheski for the D. There's the drop of the puck, one over to Mendoza. Mendoza sends it back to Sacheski. Sacheski turns over to Waterman. Waterman Makes a move but loses the puck. Collects it back, sends it to Sachesky, over to Blanc. Blanc sends it behind the net. Mendoza looked like he was going to try to stuff one in, but decides better of it. Sends it up to the blue line. Sachesky catches it on the backhand, sends it down to Blanc. Blanc around the top of the circle over to Price. Price sends over to Mendoza, who sends it just behind the net. Waterman keeps it in at the blue line, but the Warriors get to it and get it out. Waterman picks it up, circles, comes in, center of the blue line, makes a move. He's in. Oh, he had the goalie down, but the puck came off his stick. He's in the corner, runs into the referee, turns back, sends it off the back of the goalie, but then it's cleared out of the crease, and the Warriors carry it up the ice. They lose control of it at the Blues blue line. Waterman, it's in his skates, finally gets control, sends it over to Sachesky. 1 minute left on the power play. Blanc has it knocked off his stick at the Warriors blue line, and it's sent in deep. Bauer plays it to Brock Carroll. Brock sends it to Waterman. Waterman sends it back behind the net. Sachesky goes back and picks it up. We have Drissel out there with Brock Carroll and Munsterman. Sent across to Munsterman right at the blue line by Brock Carroll. Over to Drissel. Drissel down the right wing. Looks. Tries to hit Carroll going to the net. Puck comes back to him. Sends it to Spector. Top of the slot. Munsterman picks it up. It's poked off Hissick. Shot! Oh! The goalie got his blocker up just in time. That was going in. Shot high over the net. Gunnar Carroll over to pick it up at the hash marks. Carries it down, sends it to the slot. Munsterman can't get it. Drissel's shot is into the goalie's chest protector. 6 seconds to go in the power play. The Blues generating more opportunities, but still haven't gotten one past the goalie. The Blues switching up. Alexander in for the faceoff. Carson to his right. Pruitt to his left. Guile and Spector back for D. Drop of the puck sent to the corner. Pruitt battling in the corner. Alexander gets to it. It's chipped high in the air off a stick. Spector picks it up, walks in, tries to take a shot. It's disrupted. Pruitt behind the net, sends it out to Spector. Spector takes a shot, scores! So initially it was waved off, but then it bounced off the back of the goalie and goes in. Good effort by Gray Pruitt back there behind the net to control that puck and get it and send it out to Spector, who takes a look, sends it glove side high. It must have hit right in the corner and bounced out. But then it bounces off the back of the goalie and goes in, and the Blues are up 1-0. Hey. Place out there for the faceoff. He's got Brock Carroll to his left and Beckwith to his, or Brock to his right and Beckwith to his left. Puck in the corner. Warriors pick it up, skate it out. Guile, nice stick. Knocks it off the Warrior stick. Pass just behind Beckwith. Spector flips it out to center ice. The Warriors collect. Send it up to the Blues blue line and chip it in. Spector back on it. He's battling behind the net for the puck. Place picks it out of there. Sends it to Brock. Brock sends it up. It's off the stick of a Warrior player. No icing. Beckwith in on the forecheck. Chase on behind the net. Turnover. Shot along the goal line. Goes nowhere. Shot off the side of the net by Guile. It's sent up and out by the Warriors. This won't go for icing. Brock on it. Sends it up to Guile. Guile picks it up. Sends it over to Place. Not out. The Warriors carry it in. Mendoza knocks it off the stick. Over to Spector. Spector carries it. Sends it up. Just out of the reach of Mendoza. Mendoza goes in after it. The Blues changing up. Mendoza takes it for a ride behind the net. Top of the circle. Tries to hit Blanc. It's too far in front of him off some skates. And the Warriors come away with it. Waterman stumbles backwards. Puck along the boards. Chesky tries for it. It's sent in. And Blanc heads back behind his own net to collect it. He reverses it to Sachesky. Sachesky tries to send it to Mendoza, but it's off the stick of a Warrior player and down the ice. Blanc with speed gets in the zone. Mendoza follows up, but the Warriors manage to get it out. Cross ice pass at the red line, disrupted by Waterman in his own end, but he can't get the puck out. Turnaround shot off Sacheski. Price can't get it out. Mendoza finally picks it up, settles it down. Takes it for a skate, tries for Blanc, and that doesn't connect, and that goes for an icing. So 3:35 to go in the first period. The Blues up by a score of 1-0. Picking up the pace a little bit. So we have Driscoll out there with Munsterman and Brock Carroll. Gunnar Carroll back on defense with Cutcomp. The Blues win it back. Oh, Brock tries to send it behind his net. And the puck ends up bouncing off the side of the net. Came off his stick kind of odd. Then there's a mad scramble at the side of the net, but there's a whistle, so we'll have a face-off to the left of Barr. Driscoll wins it back. Cutcomp gets to it, protects it, sends it back behind the net, opposite corner. But nobody there but a Warrior player. Sends it cross ice to the opposite point. It's off the stick, sent deep. Warriors try to center it. Gunner uses his skates to disrupt the pass. The Warriors pick it up again behind the Blues net. Gunner sends it up the boards. Brock sends it out to neutral ice. It's picked up at the red line and sent in. Directed to the corner by Barr. Cutcomp gets to it. Fires it down the ice. The Warriors pick it up, fire it back in. They have to tag up. Gunner blocks it with his body, sends it down the ice. And it's fired back in. No icing. Cutcomp gets to it, sends it up to Pruitt. It's off his stick to neutral ice. The Warriors send it in the zone. There's a hit at the blue line. Shot from the blue line, deflected to the corner by Barr. Cutcomp battling in the corner. Alexander picks it up behind his net. Sent it to Pruitt. It's a little behind and out to the neutral zone. And offside is the call. The Warriors were offside. 2:31 to go in the first period. The Blues with a slight lead of 1-0. Struggling to get it past the red line here. The Warriors keep sending it in. So the officials are talking to the scorekeepers. So they can run some time off. So they're bringing it down to, I think, 2:05, 2:06. So 2:06 left in the first period. Drop of the puck. The Blues come away with it. Spector controls. Tries for a centering pass. Alexander collects it. Sends it deep. Pruitt in on the forecheck, battling in the corner against two Warrior players. Alexander over, but the Warriors manage to get it out. It's off Guile skates, and the Warriors pick it up. Carried in and flipped into the corner. Spector rushes back to the corner. He misses one check, picks it up, sends it up to Pruitt. Pruitt tries to hit Carson, but it's a little ahead of his stick. No icing. Big hit behind the net by Alexander. Puck sent up the boards. Chipped around Spector. Beckwith back checking. Forces the puck to the corner. Carson back there. Sends it up the boards. Battle for along the boards. Guile hits the man in the corner, knocks him down. That'll be a penalty. So we'll either have checking from behind or boarding. So the Blues will be going on. The Blues will be going on another power play. So we have, looks like we have matching minors. So we have cross-checking on the Warriors, and we have holding on the Blues. So they'll skate 5-on-5. Did somebody get unsportsmanlike? Well, maybe there was an unsportsmanlike out there too. So there's the drop of the puck. The Blues control it, send it up, chip it out. Cross ice dump in by the Warriors. Szczeski picks it up. Oh, he goes to reverse it, and the Warrior player skated right behind the net. But Driscoll gets back there, intercepts the centering pass, carries it across the red line. In the zone he goes. He's got Munsterman going to the net. Backhand. Big hit by Brock Carroll behind the play. Again, another big hit. Both players going at it. Now they're going at it again. Waterman sends it around one player. Munsterman sends it in deeper. In on the forecheck, 20 seconds to go in the period. The Warriors send it around the boards. Szczeski steps up, keeps it in, gloves it down, takes a shot. It's off the side of the goalie. Behind the net, sent out front, but nobody there. And out of the zone, 4 seconds to go. Waterman at the red line, sends it in, sidesteps a hit. And that's the end of the first, with the Blues up by a score of 1-0. So we'll reset the clock to 15 minutes. The teams will gather at the benches, get some last-minute instructions before the start of the second period. Nah, it hit the corner. So Trey Alexander is credited with the goal for the Blues off of a nice shot by Amos Spector that hit the corner and bounced out. So there's the drop of the puck. Start of the second period. The Blues up 1-0. 2 players in the box, 1 for each team. There's hard hits along the blue line. Blunt comes back, picks the puck up behind his own net, turns, tries to fire it up the boards, but it hits Szczeski. Price tries to feed Szczeski up the ice, but it's off his skates. Battled for along the boards. Sent to the corner. Waterman's knocked down. Blunt just hits it against the boards. Oh, dangerous shot from in close. Nice backhand, but it's sent high over the net and out of play. So the faceoff should come out of the zone. Yep. So the face-off to the near boards just outside the blue line of the Blues end. Driscoll in for the face-off. He's got Brock Carroll to his left, Munsterman to his right. Cutcomp and Gunnar Carroll back on defense. Gunnar collects it. It's played with a high stick, but no call. Gunnar back behind the net, picks it up, sends it up the boards. The Warriors send it back down the boards. Bouncing puck. Brock gets it, sends it out, down the ice. It goes. That'll be an icing. There's the drop of the puck. One to the corner. Gunnar Carroll sends it around. The Warriors get to it first at the hash marks, but checked off the puck. Cutcomp picks it up, flicks it out. Sent back in. Cutcomp picks it up again. Takes a look off the boards to Drissel. Drissel gets it in, but not controlled. It's bounced back in. No off. It's not off. The Warrior player sent it back in. Everybody's playing hot potato in the neutral zone. Finally, the Warriors carry it in. Beautiful play by Gunnar to knock it off the stick of the Warrior player. Well, there'll be a charging penalty. There'll be retaliation, hopefully. Delayed penalty. So Gunnar Carroll goes to the box for 2. The Blues need to control their emotions. You don't want to get it thrown out of this game because then you will miss the playoff game. So the Blues on the penalty kill. 13-17 to go in the second period. Drop of the puck, tied up. Backhand, and Barr makes a nice glove save. Barr hasn't faced a lot of shots, so he was dialed in on that one. Blanc in for the faceoff. Mendoza out there with Guile and Spector. The Warriors win it up. DDD pass, top of the circle, drop it down to the corner. It's off their stick. Spector chips it around, but his stick's tied up. Guile gets to it, sends it around the boards. Blanc over to it, flips it up and out of the zone. It's sent back in. Spector controls it, patient, just shuttles it down the ice. All the way down into the Warrior end. Warriors pick it up, send it around behind their net. Pick it up along the boards at the hash marks. Pass intercepted by Blanc. He circles out, carries it back, sends it up. Mendoza collects it at the red line. He doubles back with it. Smart penalty killing going on. Mendoza behind his own net pulls up and fires it down the ice finally. It's stopped at the blue line by a Warrior defenseman. They send it up, but don't connect. And icing. So with 1:01 to go on the penalty kill, the Warriors ice it and do the Blues a favor. The faceoff comes all the way back to their end. The Blues up 1-0, 12-17 to go in the second period. Drissel out there with Price, Sachesky, and Waterman. Faceoff to the right of the Warrior goalie. Drop of the puck. The Warriors come away with it, send it back to the corner. Patiently up the ice they come, looking to the blue line. Finally attacked. Can't handle the puck, and Drissel sends it back to the corner. Price in on the forecheck. Forces him out, knocks it off. 40 seconds to go in the penalty kill. It's finally sent up the ice. Waterman sends it in the zone. Price in after it. He gets to it. Cuts across. Oh, he shoots it, but the goalie sends it to the corner. Drissel. The Warriors bring it out across the red line into the Blues end. Their pass doesn't connect. Sent down in the corner. Drissel picks it up, backhands it up to the point. The Warriors send it back down. Little backhand pass to the middle of the slot. And Barr sticks his glove out and grabs it. And he'll settle it down with 4 seconds to go in the penalty kill. There'll be a face-off to his left. The Blues change up their penalty killing unit. Looks like we have Alexander and Pruitt out there with Guile and Spector. Drop of the puck. Warriors come away with it. Send it back to the corner. Spector falls down on his way to the puck. It's in the corner, though. The Warriors. Dangerous shot. Oh, it's off the crossbar and over. Spector picks it up behind the net. Sends it up to Pruitt. Pruitt collects. Sends it over to Alexander, but it's off his stick and out. Both teams now at full strength. Off the boards. Alexander can't handle it. He slaps it in the zone and goes deep. Pruitt to the front of the net. Oh, Alexander couldn't get anything on it. Pruitt was there waiting for it. Cross ice pass behind the Warrior player, Guile. Puck sent behind the net. Spector gets it, sends it back to Guile. It's off his stick. Karsten picks it up. Turns. He's under pressure. Finally, he gets it out. Sends it under the stick of Pruitt. And it's sent back for icing by the Warriors. So there'll be a face-off coming all the way down in the Warriors' end. So the Blues changing up. They send out Drissel with Place to the left, Beckwith to the right, Cutcomp and Gunnar Carroll back on defense. 10:20 to go in the second period. There's the whistle. Drop of the puck. The Warriors send it to the corner. Around the boards. Gunnar steps up. Beckwith sends it to the middle of the ice. Nobody there. It's sent out. Cutcomp collects it. Sends it to Gunnar, but it's off his skates. Drissel knocks the man off the puck. But he's heavily pressured. Battling along the blue line, or Beckwith just gets it out. Place picks it up across the red line. It's a 2-on-1 if he hurries. The Warriors send it out. Cross ice pass doesn't connect. Down in the corner, it goes below the goal line. Cutcomp sends it around. Sent back. Cutcomp picks it up, fires it up to the blue line. Nobody there but a Warrior. Oh, that was a dangerous play. Gunnar, quick reactions. And it's sent down the ice for an icing. So the Blues in a little bit of trouble there in their own end. Finally iced the puck. So face-off to the right of Barr. Blunk in for the face-off. The Warriors win it. High shot goes over the net from the top of the slot. Warriors come away with it in the corner, send it out front. Oh, Blunk couldn't get his stick on the way, and there was a dangerous scoring chance. Hard battle along the board. Waterman controls it. Finally, it gets out. Blunk picks it up with speed across the blue line. Shoots it just wide of the net. Into the near corner, up to the line. Szczeski gloves it down. Oh, he sends it over, but Mendoza didn't have his stick down. Mendoza collects it, sends it down the boards. The Warriors pick it up, skate it out. The Warriors walk in all the way around behind the net. Up the opposite boards, top of the circle. Tries to make a move, but it's picked off by a cluster of Blues players. Mendoza across the red line. Mendoza in, down the left wing, behind the net. Still controls the puck, sends it up to the point. Spector, it's off his skate. He sends it to the slot. Nobody there. It's sent down the ice. And that's icing. So the Blues catch a break with the Warriors unable to connect on a stretch pass through the neutral zone. 8:12 to go in the second period. The score 1-0. Drissel out for the faceoff. Brock Carroll to his left. Munsterman to his right. Spector and Guile back for D. Drop of the puck. Tied up. Brock comes away, that loses control. Turns around, shoots just over the net. Drissel behind the net. And it's pinned along the side of the net by the goalie. We'll have a face-off to the right of the Warrior goalie. .802 left in the second period. Drissel in for the face-off. Drop of the puck. Comes out. Carroll gets it. Oh, he tries to send it over to Guile, but Munsterman got his stick in the way of it. Sent up the boards. And Brock carries it in, but it was offside. So we'll have a stoppage and a face-off just in front of the Blues bench, just outside the Warriors' end of the ice. Drissel still out there with Brock Carroll and Munsterman. The Warriors come away with it, but lose control at the blue line. Brock gets over to it, turns, fires it in deep. Munsterman in on the forecheck. Driscoll with them. It's sent up, but Guile can't keep it in. Comes out to the neutral zone. Sent back to Munsterman, but he can't control it. Guile pokes it off one stick, and the Warriors send it deep. Spectre Spectre overskates it. This could be dangerous. Backhand wraparound attempt goes high across the crease, and it's sent out. No icing. Munsterman in on his horse. Sends it deeper, further around. Carroll over on it. Driscoll collects it. Backhanded to the slot. Spectre can't get to it in time to keep it in. Driscoll picks it up. Sends it across the Guile. Guile up the ice. Sends it over to Brock, but it's behind him. And this will be an icing. So the Blues will take this opportunity to change up with a faceoff coming all the way back in their end to the right of Barr. Warriors have had a couple of scoring opportunities, just couldn't capitalize. Barr's kept it out, or they've shot over the net or wide. So Alexander out there with Karsten and Pruitt, with Gunnar, Carroll, and Cutcomp for D. There's a drop of the puck. Karsten jumps in. He can't control it. Puck squirts behind the net. Cutcomp knocks it off the stick of the Warrior player. Alexander flips it high into the neutral ice. Pruitt picks it up, but can't control it. The Warriors get to it, carry it out across the red line. And Carson overskates the puck. The Warriors send it into neutral ice. Gunnar Carroll's backhand pass is disrupted by a bunch of sticks. Out come the Warriors. It's dipped in. Cutcomp collects it behind his net, turns, fires it up the boards. It's kept in at the point. Cutcomp knocks it down, sends it up the boards again. Carson gets to it. He chips it out. The Warriors can't control. They send it up and in the Blues end. Cutcomp's pass is almost picked off. Gunnar finally gets it out. Everybody playing a little hot potato with the puck. 5:55 to go in the second period. It's in the corner, up to Pruitt. Pruitt can't control it. Shot high from the blue line. Glove down easily by Barr. And there'll be a face-off to the left of Barr. So out comes Beckwith. Place. Munsterman will stay out as the center. Waterman and Sacheski are the D. Drop of the puck. The Warriors win it. Quick shots off the back of a Warrior. Place gets it but can't control. Another quick shot and another nice glove save by Barr. There's the drop of the puck. It's tied up. Squirts past everybody. Beckwith gets to it, sends it to the boards. She's tied up along the boards. Munsterman can't control it. Finally, Place collects it, carries it. It's not out. It's off his stick. The Warriors send it deeper. Waterman gets to it. He chips it around the boards. The Warriors can't send it deeper. It's chipped up but not out. Kicked at. And finally out. Munsterman after it. It's chipped up the boards. Knocked down by Sacheski. Sent back up the boards to neutral ice. The Warriors collect. It's through the skates of Beckwith and carried in. Sent deeper by the Warriors. Behind the net. Patient with the puck. Shot blocked down. Sent to the corner. The Warriors send it around the boards. Munsterman over to it. Behind the net. Waterman hammers it along the boards, and it dribbles out. Munsterman in on it. The Warriors get to it first. Carried in by the Warriors. Place knocks it off the stick of the Warrior player, but then falls down. Backhand attempt again along the goal line doesn't work. Puck's loose right across the crease off the pad of Barr to the opposite boards. Price battles long, but it's sent behind the boards. Waterman gets to it behind the net. The Warriors attempt to knock him off the puck, but he stays up. He doubles back, sends it around. Mendoza picks it up. Skates it. I thought I heard a whistle, but apparently not. Sent out front. So it looks like Waterman's going to get a cross-checking penalty. And he's getting thrown out of the game. Well, that means he's getting a 5-minute, so he'll be out for the playoff game too. You can't cross-check anybody in the head. So the Blues have to kill off a 5-minute major, 4:01 to go in the second period. Remember, on majors, a team can score as many goals as they can score. So the Warriors carry it out across the red line into the Blues end, around Spector. Behind the net, Guile comes out. It's forced up the boards, up to the point. Back down the boards. Battled for and sent to the corner. Guile gets to it. He can't clear it. It's up to the blue line and sent back in by the Warriors. Nice hip check. And Guile gets to the puck and sends it down the ice. Driscoll gets to it. Tries to make a move. He loses the puck. He goes down, but no tripping. Warriors control at the red line. Carry it in. Spector, nice poke along the boards. Warriors collect it in the corner. Behind the net. Send it from the crease. Spector knocks it down before it gets to the bar. He makes one move, but he can't clear it. And sent along the goal line. And Barr makes the stop. 3:51 to go in the major penalty to Waterman. 2:52 to go in the second period. So out comes Mendoza. He's out there with Price, Gunnar, Carroll, and Cutcomp. Drop of the puck. The Warriors come away with it. Walk it to the top of the slot along the blue line. Send it down into the corner. Gunnar Carroll gets to it. Turns, fires it down the ice. And Mendoza after it. Mendoza ahead of the Warriors. The goalie out, plays it to nobody. Warrior player gets back to it first. Sent around the boards. Price over. Comes off the stick of the Warrior player, but right to another one. He carries it across the blue line and in. His shot goes glove side wide off the opposite corner. Top of the slot, D-to-D pass. Shot in on Barr, in and out of his gloves. Oh, dangerous play, turnaround. Two Warriors right there at the top of the crease. Puck's loose, top of the crease. Finally, it's shoved to the end boards. Cutcomp on the puck carrier. Carried up, dumped back to the hash marks along the boards. Little dipsy-do. D-to-D pass. Price gets a stick in the way of that. Knocks it down. 2:40 to go in the major. And they score. So it's 1-1. So with 1:39 to go in the second period, the Warriors on a major power play have scored and still have 2:38 to work with. But apparently, one of the Warrior players drew a penalty. Maybe there's not a goal. So the puck did go in the net. But there's a discussion at the scorer's box. Still not up on the board yet. All right, so the goal stands. There's the drop of the puck. The Warriors come away with it, send it back into their own end. Up to the red line. Centering pass across the blue line, knocked off the stick of a Warriors player. Well, that should have been interference. Driscoll got knocked down. He didn't have the puck. Sent across the crease. Sucheski knocked down in front. No call. And the puck squirts out. Blunk in after it. Blunk hits the man, but the Warriors keep the puck. Blunk chips it around one player. He carries it in, pulls up. Still has control. Sends over to Sucheski. Sucheski fires one. Oh, it's off a stick and off the goalie. The Warriors have it behind the net. Lose control. But Mendoza was peeling away at the time. Sent up to their own blue line. Price hard on the puck carrier. Knocks him off it. Sucheski flicks it up. Mendoza gets it. He loses control along the boards. 41 seconds to go in the period. 1:39 to go in the major penalty. It's sent up into the neutral zone. Carried in by the Warriors at the blue line. Around one player. Shot saved by Barr. Mendoza wheels back behind his own net. Comes around. Fires it down the ice. 18 seconds to go in the period. 1:15 to go on the major penalty. Price in on the forecheck. Puck passed up to the blue line. Chipped out to the red line. Cross ice pass. Carried in. 6 seconds to go. Spector gets his stick in the way. It's shot wide of the net. Sent back down and fired out of the zone. And some stupidity going on between a couple players. So at the end of 2, we find the score tied 1-1. 59 seconds remain on the major penalty to Waterman. So the Blues will go in the locker room, settle things down, and come back out for what might potentially be a exciting third period of hockey. And we'll be back in about 15. Welcome back to the start of the third period. Blanc out there with Mendoza on his right. Spector and Guile, the D. Blanc up to Spector. Spector at the red line. Sends it across too far for Mendoza. So for 48 seconds. Ooh, pardon me. So for 48 seconds, we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. Right at the end of the second period, a Waterloo player drew a 2-10, I think. They have two people in the box. So drop of the puck, sent down the ice. Spector after it in the corner, picks it up, sends it around the boards. Mendoza picks it up, sends it back behind the net to Spector. Spector up off the glass. It's gloved down at the blue line. It's off Spector's skates, though. Shot off the stick of Blanc, high up into the netting, and we'll have a stoppage of play. That's right. We had offsetting penalties in there somewhere, too. So Gunnar Carroll and the Warrior player are both out of the box. 22 seconds left on 4-on-4. That 22 seconds is part of a major penalty that the Blues received. Drissel in for the faceoff. There's the drop of the puck. Sent back. Cutcomp gets to it. Reverse. Drissel picks it up. He pulls back. Killing off some time. 13 seconds to go on the major penalty. Drissel shoves it up to Price. Price gets it in the zone. He sends it deeper. Drissel in on the forecheck. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Blues are on a power play for a minute. But there's a penalty. I believe it'll be on the Warriors. So the Blues will be up 2 men. 59 seconds of 5-on-3 hockey in favor of the Blues. And then a minute power play after that. I didn't see what the call was. So interference was the call. So Blanc with Mendoza to his left, Price to his right, Carroll and Sachesky back on D. There's a drop of the puck. The Warriors win it back. Hammered off the boards. Sachesky keeps it in with his skate. He turns, sends it across to Carroll. Carroll, patient with the puck, sends it over to Blanc, but it's over his stick, through his legs. Mendoza clucks in the corner, sends to Blanc along the boards at the hash marks. Blanc walks in, takes a shot. It's off the goalie. Puck loose to the side of the net. Mendoza picks it up in the opposite corner, settles things down, and the net is off the moorings. So face off to the left of the Warrior goalie. Blanc in for the face off. Drop of the puck. One back to Carroll. Gunnar Carroll walks. Sends it over to Sachesky. Sachesky top of the circle. Sends it across. Oh, nice try, but good stick by the defense of Waterloo to disrupt that pass. Price and a good chance for a backdoor score. Bang the net. Mendoza up to Blanc. Blanc takes a look. Sends it across. Oh, nice try again, but it's off the skate this time of a Warrior player. Gunnar to Sachesky. Blanc shot high, wide, and out of the zone. 6 seconds to go on this 5-on-3. The Blues working hard to get that go-ahead goal. Gunnar Carroll up across the red line. 55 seconds to go on the power play to the second penalty. Fired around, kept in by Sachesky at the point. Chipped off the boards. Not out. Sachesky keeps it in. Brock Carroll sends it over to Drissel. Drissel loses it, collects it, but fired out by the Warriors down the ice. Barr collects it, slows it down. 31 seconds to go on the power play. Gunnar picks it up, sends it over to Munsterman. Munsterman cross ice to Brock, but it's in his skates. He can't control it. Spector sends it in the zone, and it's fired right back out. Guile, it's over his stick, but he collects it, skates it up, gets to the red line, dumps it in. Munsterman in after it. Brock Carroll after it in the corner. Weak clearing attempt is corralled by Brock. Carroll over to Guile. Guile shoots in, tipped in. I believe Munsterman tipped it in. And with 4 seconds to go on the power play, the Blues have gone up 2-1. That's how you get your stick in the way. So Guile gets the puck, top of the circle, skates in, takes a shot. The goalie looked like he was about to make a ordinary everyday save, and Munsterman sticks his stick out and gets enough on it to deflect it under his glove. And the Blues have a 2-1 lead. So Alexander out there to take the face-off. He's with Karstens and Pruitt. It's one to the board. Spector picks it up, carries it in. It's chipped out. Alexander picks it up, sends it over to Guile. Guile takes a look, patient with the puck, fires it over. Spector, it's behind him. Pruitt can't control it. It's flicked up into the Blues end. Spector back on it. He sends it off the board, but there's a Warrior player there. It's sent over. Guile, good position. Sends it up and out. It's off Guile. Guile decides to skate it up across the red line. Loses at the blue line. Alexander can't get a stick on it. Here come the Warriors the other way. Karsten gets in the way of that. Guile has to skate back and pick it up. He flips it up and into the Blues bench. So 11:13 to go in the game. The Blues holding on to a 2-1 lead. Out comes Place. Munsterman for the faceoff. Place to the left, Beckwith to the right. Gunnar, Carroll, and Cutcomp back on defense. It's one up to the point, but blocked down by Munsterman. Munsterman in. His shot goes high off the crossbar into the netting. He had Beckwith streaking down the slot, so any rebound could have been a good chance for the Blues to capitalize and put another one in, but it was, I don't know if the goalie got a little bit of that, but it clearly hit the top of the crossbar. There's a drop of the puck. One back by the Warriors. Cutcomp knocks it down at the blue line, still in. Munsterman tries to pull it out, can't. Finally, it's out, but knocked back in offside. The Blues tag up, Beckwith in on the forecheck. They pull up behind the net, send it up. It's off the boards and out. Cutcomp collects it at the red line. Over to Munsterman. Munsterman back in, 3 wide. His shot's off the skates of a Warrior player. And it's sent down the ice. 2-on-1. The Warriors can't capitalize on a 2-on-1 chance. Puck to the side of the net. Munsterman gets to it. Behind the net. They try to set it up to the point. Deflection. Right on net. Barton does a nice job of keeping it out. So the Blues, after having a couple nice chances on that shift, got caught flat-footed and gave up a 2-on-1 chance. The Warrior player, when he pulled up, lost control of the puck, fortunately. Then didn't make a clean pass across. So we have Blunk out there with Price and Mendoza. Guile and Sucheski, the D partners. Puck sent behind the net. Still battled for along the end boards. Sucheski can't control it to the side. Oh, I think Barr went to swat it back with his stick, and it rolled off the backside across the crease. Fortunately, nobody was there. Shot from the point. Blocked down by Barr. So the Blues are running around a little bit. Have to settle down, gain some composure in their own end. Waterloo pressing hard to tie it back up. 9:45 to go in the third period. Blunk in for the faceoff. Drop of the puck. One to the boards. Guile gets it. He's under pressure by 2 Warriors. They come away with it, but sent up to the point. Price's clearing attempt that finally gets out. Guile whiffs on the pass. Blunk gets it in, but the Warriors collect. Cross-ice pass. Chipped in from the red line, no icing. Sucheski takes the man to the boards, then picks the puck up. Nice play. Up the boards to the hash marks. Oh, nice kick out by the Warriors, but the Blues are on them right away. Send up the boards. Cut back at the boards. Puck still battled for. Puck loose in front of the net. Cut count, sends it dangerously right up the slot. But the Blues recover. Mendoza gets it into the Warriors' end he goes. Tries to backhand one to the front of the crease. Price was there all alone, but it didn't make it. Spector collects the bouncing puck along the boards. Chips it out. The lineman's in the way. It doesn't go too far. Spector gets it. He's still battling. Finally gets it to the red line. Tries to throw it up further. It's off Mendoza. Collected at the blue line by the Warriors. And a shot in on net. Dangerous shot from just outside the blue line. Barr made a blocker save, but it kind of flipped up funny in the air. Puck dumped in. The Warriors tag up. 8:15 to go in the game. Spector gets it, sends it up the boards, but the Warriors are there for it. Brock Carroll comes down. It's sent around the boards. Gunnar Carroll runs into the Warrior player. Spector collects it, sends it up the boards to Brock. Brock chips it out to Munsterman. Munsterman gets around one player, tries to get around another. Drissel heads to the net with it. Oh, and a nice extra effort. Gets it on net. The goalie has to make a quick reaction save. And the Blues have a scoring chance. All from extra effort right there. So Alexander comes out to take the faceoff. Pruitt to his left. Carson to his right. Sacheski and cut count back on D. The Warriors win it back. Sent around the boards. Sacheski pinches down. Sends it into the corner. Alexander in on it. And there'll be a penalty. Looks like the Warriors are getting a penalty for roughing. So, interference, roughing. So, 7:41 to go in the third period. The Blues will be on a power play. Blues holding on to a 2-1 lead. Would like to add another one here. So, Blunk out there with Mendoza and Price. Gunnar Carroll and Sacheski, the D pairing. Drop of the puck. Blunk comes away with it. Top of the slot, turns, flips one towards the net. Easily fended off by the goalie. Blunk runs into the referee, but regains the puck over to Gunnar Carroll. Gunnar, hard shot, handicaps the goalie. Oh! Price backhanded off the goalie. It was in the air. Mendoza almost knocked out of the air with his stick, but couldn't quite get connected. Pass up to Blunk off his skates. Back to Price. Price gathers, sends it to Mendoza behind the net. Mendoza picks it up, fires it up the boards and out. It's a foot race. Sacheski realizes, whoa, there's a Warrior coming fast. He picks it up, turns back, cuts across, sends it over to Gunnar Carroll. Gunnar Carroll carries it in deep to the goal line, cuts across right in front of the net. Puck's loose. And the Warrior goalie stretched out along the side of his net, traps it. 6:41 to go in the game. 1:01 left on the power play. Blues up by a score of 2-1. Blues really pressing on this power play. Drissel out there to take the face-off. Brock Carroll to his left. Munsterman to his right. Guile and Spector back on D. Spector steps up, sends it over to Carver. Guile pulls up, tries to shoot, but it's off a stick. Puck comes out, but sent in. The Blues tag up. The Warriors fan on a clearing attempt. Munsterman can't get to it. Turnaround clearing attempt is off the referee. Drissel picks it up at the blue line. Spector, oh my God, was that a blast. I don't think anybody knew where it was till it hit the end boards. It went so far. Spector collects it. It's off the skates of a Warrior player. He's harassed at the blue line. Top of the slot, takes a shot. Off the goalie. Munsterman gets to it, sends it up to Spector again. He sends it over to Guile. Guile turns, looks, walks in, takes a shot. Oh, almost short side. Drissel gets it, turns. Munsterman, oh, his stick is tied up, but he had a good scoring chance. Munsterman in the slot, walks, sends it up to Spector. He gets drilled down, knocked in front. Both teams full strength. And there's a delayed penalty. Looks like there's going to be a high sticking call. So it looks like Munsterman. Nope, it looks like Brock is getting it. Munsterman got beat pillar to post in the slot. There was no call. And then Brock Carroll gets a 2-minute high sticking penalty. So now the Blues go on a penalty kill with 5.5 minutes to go in the third period. Got to keep our cool. Blunt in on the faceoff. Back to the end boards in the corner. The Warriors control. Send it up to the blue line. Top of the slot. Shot. Wide of the net. Gunnar Carroll. Puck sent up and out by the Warriors into neutral ice. It's off the skates of the other D. Mendoza in on it. DDD pass behind the net. Again sent to the behind the net. Mendoza putting pressure on the puck carrier. Finally comes out of the zone. Carried in across the blue line. Down the left wing into the corner. Cutcop ties the man up along the boards. The Warriors collect it behind the Blues net. Send it up off the boards. Top of the circle. Walk the blue line. Top of the other circle. Puck sent wide. Shot. Whiff. Cutcop comes over. Sends it off Mendoza. Skates and in. 1 minute to go on the penalty kill. Mendoza in the corner. Eating up valuable time. Finally, it comes up to the blue line. Pass sent across the blue line. Across the red line. Carried into the zone. Guile knocks it off. Sends it further down the ice. Cutcop gets to it. Guile picks it up. Skates it up. Sends it behind Drissel off the end board. Or off the boards down to the end boards. Alexander in on the forecheck. Drissel slaps at the loose puck, and the Warriors come away with it. 26 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Alexander putting pressure on. Finally, it's sent up to the red line, chipped up and into the Blues bench. So the faceoff will come all the way back into the Warriors end. 20 seconds to go on the penalty kill. So Drissel in for the faceoff out there with Alexander, Guile, and Spector. 3:50 to go in the game. The Blues with a 2-1 lead. Warriors come away with the puck. Carry it out. Spector slaps at it. Can't control it. Down below the goal line. Fed back in front. Off a stick. Rolls harmlessly to the opposite boards. Spector gets to it. Ties it up. 2 seconds to go. 1. Both teams full strength. Warriors controlling the corner. Drissel gets a stick on it, but it's regathered by the Warriors. Shot goes wide. Sent up the boards. Beckwith chips it up to Drissel. Drissel comes in, has a 2-on-1, tries to send it to Alexander, but it's disrupted by a nice play by the Warriors. And it's sent up. Spector gets a hold of it. Sends it up off the boards. Carried in across the blue line. Off one stick, Spector loses control. It's sent deep. Strzewski gets to it. Feathers it up. It's off Pruitt sticking out. Cross dump to the opposite corner. 2:49 to go in the third period. Strzewski sends it up and out. It's knocked down at the blue line. Strzewski flips it out. Pruitt races for it. Can't get to it. Beckwith can't knock it off the stick of the Warrior player. Spector picks it up, sends up the boards to Beckwith. Beckwith gets to it. Kicks out with her skates, but there's only Warriors there. Fired in. Oh. Barr misplayed it with his glove, but Strzewski picks it up. Sent back to Strzewski. Heavy pressure by the Warriors. Out come the Blues. Strzewski skates it across the red line, across the blue line. And it's called offside. So with 2:02 to go in the game, the Blues are up by a score of 2-1. We'll have a face-off to the near boards here, just outside the Warrior zone. So Blunk out to take the face-off. Mendoza to his right, Price to his left. Carroll, Cutcomp back for defense. There's the drop of the puck. One back to Cutcomp. Cutcomp takes it, walks across the red line, sends it opposite corner, almost hits the referee. The Warriors pick it up in the corner. They get it out. Cut comes across, picks it up, sends it over to Blanc. It's off his stick, but he gathers the rebound off the boards. His cross-ice attempt deflects off a stick high into the Warriors' end. Mendoza, first one to it. Can't control it. Sent up, but not out. Gunnar Carroll knocks it down with the glove. The Warriors get it out. Here they come across the red line, across the blue line. Shot across the crease. Barr steers it to the opposite boards. Empty net at the other end. Low shot on the ice. Collected in the glove of Barr. 1:22 to go. The Blues up by a score 2-1. The Warriors have pulled their goalie. Empty net at the far end. So the Blues call a timeout with 1:22 to go in the game. So I'm sure Coach Dietz is probably instructing the players to keep their heads up, be smart. Don't shoot the puck till you're over the red line. Because what's the point? It'd be icing and you're just back in your own end. So there's the whistle. Drop of the puck. Warriors send it up to the blue line. Top of the slot. Shot wide of the net. Monk picks it up. Bounces, sends it up the boards. The Warriors collect it at the blue line. But it's off the skates of Mendoza and out to the neutral ice. Bounce up. Blanc collects it at the red line. He takes a shot and scores. The Blues will go up 3-1. Then the turnaround, one of the Warriors players shoots the puck down the ice. So good effort at the blue line by the Blues to get the puck out and keep it out. Extra effort by Blanc. So Drissel, Place, Beckwith out there. Place in for the face-off. Guile and Spector back for D. 1:03 to go in the game. Drop of the puck. Battled it. The Warriors kick it in the zone. Shuttle it down deeper. Spector drives the man off the puck, then falls down. Puck sent across the front of the crease. Nobody had their sticks down. Guile swats at it, misses. Puck bouncing around. Nobody wants it. Finally, Drissel gets hammered into the boards. Comes away with it. Crosses the red line, across the blue line, kicks it in. Somehow still has control. Puck rolls. Beckwith knocked down. There'll be a penalty. So 27.4 seconds to go in the game. The Blues up 3-1. Waterloo draws a roughing penalty. So Blanc in for the faceoff, wins it. It's up to the point, kept in by Spector. Spector sends it down behind the net. Beckwith over on it. It's sent around to Blanc. Blanc collects. Beckwith, just past her stick. Here come the Warriors up. 10 seconds to go in the game. Cut in, shot, high, blocker side. 4 seconds to go. And at the end of the game, there's a penalty. So the Blues win 3-1. Guile picked the penalty up right at the end of the game. All right. So that's the handshake line. The Blues will be going to the playoffs, I believe, starting next Thursday in Des Moines. And we'll be looking forward to trying to stream it. So look for any notifications from the Blues Sport Network. And we'll see you next week.